Once upon a time, there was a young man named Anorak. Anorak had always negative thoughts that swirled through his head, filling him with doubt and fear. He had tried everything he could think of to control his mind and find some peace, but nothing seemed to work. One day, Anorak decided that he needed to seek out some wisdom from a true master. He had heard tales of a Buddhist monk named Dio who lived in a temple nestled in the mountains. Dio was said to be incredibly wise, and Anorak hoped that he might be able to offer some guidance on how to control his restless mind. With a determination in his heart, Anorak set out on the long journey to the temple. The mountains were beautiful, and the clean air invigorated him as he climbed higher and higher. When he finally reached the temple, he was awed by its simplicity and grace. Anorak was greeted by Dio, who seemed to radiate a sense of calm and peace. Anorak explained his situation to the monk, and Dio listened carefully, nodding thoughtfully. "I think I can help you," Dio said, "but it will require some effort on your part. Are you willing to do what it takes to find peace?" Anorak nodded eagerly, and Dio handed him a cup filled with water. "I want you to focus all of your attention on this cup," Dio said. "Notice the weight of it in your hand. Do not spill a drop. You must walk around the temple grounds while holding this cup. Remember, your goal is to keep the water from spilling. Only focus on the cup and the ground beneath your feet. If you spill even a drop, you must begin again." With the cup cradled in his hands, he started walking slowly, consciously placing one foot in front of the other. With every step, he concentrated on maintaining the balance of the water. However, his mind, a restless child, began to wander. What if he tripped? What if he spilled the water? What if he was destined to fail? Suddenly, he lost focus, and the cup tipped slightly, spilling a few drops onto the ground. Panic surged through him. He had failed completing the task. It wasn't just about walking, it was about being present. Frustrated yet determined, he returned to Dio, who was watching with a benevolent smile. "Start again, Anorak. Remember, the mind will challenge you. Do not fight it, but observe your thoughts as they come." Anorak took a deep breath, refilled the cup, and set out once more. With every step, he focused solely on the sensation of the ground beneath his feet. He realized that while the cup represented his inner world, filled with both fears and hopes, it was still his to manage. The trick was to focus only on maintaining balance rather than on the fear of spilling. For the first time, he felt a connection to the present moment. He was no longer lost in the cacophony of self-doubt. He was here, now. When Anorak finally returned to Dio, the cup steady in his hands, he said with pride, "Master, I did it. I felt different." "This is the practice of mindfulness," Dio explained. "It is the act of being fully present in the moment, without judgment or distraction. It takes time and practice to master, but it is a powerful tool for finding peace and clarity." Anorak practiced mindfulness every day, and slowly but surely, he began to notice a change. His thoughts were no longer consumed by negativity, and he felt a sense of calm and peace that he had never experienced before. One day, as Anorak was meditating, Dio approached him. "I have been watching your progress," Dio said. "You have come a long way in your practice, but there is one more thing I want to teach you." Dio handed Anorak a small seed. "This seed represents your mind," Dio said. "It is delicate and fragile, and it can be easily influenced by the world around it. But with care and attention, it can also grow into something beautiful and strong." Dio showed Anorak how to plant the seed in a small pot, and he instructed him to water it every day and to give it plenty of sunlight. "Just as you must care for this seed, you must also care for your mind," Dio said. "Nourish it with positive thoughts and actions, and protect it from negativity and harm. And always remember to practice mindfulness, for it is the key to finding peace and happiness. Anarak followed Daio's instructions, and he was amazed to see the seed gradually grow into a strong and healthy plant. He realized that his own mind was just like that seed, with the potential to grow and flourish if he gave it the care and attention it deserved. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, Anarak continued to practice mindfulness and to care for his mind. He found that he was no longer consumed by negativity, and he was able to face the challenges of life with a sense of calm and peace. And as he looked out at the breathtaking beauty of the mountains, he knew that he had found the wisdom and guidance he had been seeking. He was grateful to Daio for showing him the way, and he knew that he would carry the lessons he had learned with him for the rest of his life. In today's fast-paced world, controlling your mind and cultivating a sense of balance in your life is an essential skill. One effective way to achieve this is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and fully engaged in the current moment. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and noticing the sensations in your body. Practice mindfulness in your daily activities, such as eating or washing dishes, to bring a sense of calm and balance to your day. It's normal to have negative thoughts from time to time, but it's important not to dwell on them. Instead, acknowledge the thought and then let it pass, returning your focus to the present moment. Furthermore, the way you talk to yourself has a big impact on your mental state. Make a conscious effort to replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. Remember, controlling your mind is a practice that takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and don't get discouraged if you struggle at first. Keep practicing and you'll find it becomes easier over time.